All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today we've got something a little bit different. This is one of those things that may not seem very STEAM-like, but is something that I think is pretty valuable and pretty important. So I've told kids this over and over again. I'll tell you guys this briefly because I think it's worth you hearing. Um, I went to high school many years ago, and the one thing that I remember that has been the most useful thing that I've learned in my 10th grade year of high school, the number one, without a doubt, without any hesitation, reservation, or quarreling about it, the number one most important thing in my life that I learned in 10th grade was keyboarding. And this typing club application is all about you learning to do keyboarding better. So again, to me, it's worth your time and effort. It will save you time and effort as you do more and more work with computers and Chromebooks and that kind of thing in your future. So definitely worth your time. With that said, obviously the link in your assignment brings you to here to typingclub.com. What we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves logged in and then get started. If you've ever used this program before, then you should be able to just log right in. But if you haven't, I'll walk you through the process. And the process I'm going to go through should work whether you've logged in and worked on this before, or whether you've never logged in and to work on this before at all, and you're starting brand new. So should work either way. So we're going to go, once we're in the Typing Club website, we're going to click on the login button. And again, this is one of those things where, well, what if, what if? Here's the thing. If you're not sure whether or not you've ever been in um, Typing Club before, then don't click the sign in with Google button. Okay, that's typically what we'd choose, and that would be meaningful too. But what we're going to do instead is right down here at the bottom, there is a don't have an account sign up button. So instead of clicking sign in with Google, I'm going to say click sign up. And even if you've already signed in, it's not going to make a difference, right? So if you have signed in before and you click sign up, now we're going to go to the sign up with Google rather than sign in with Google. And if I have signed in before, it's just going to take me right into where I was. So this is the safe way to get in with if you're not sure whether or not you've done this before. So sign up with Google. Once you click that, it's going to ask you which Google account that you want to sign up with. That for me is pretty simple. I'm going to use my Schuylkill Valley account, right? For you, probably you have a few less choices, which would be a good thing. And then once you're into it, you can see right over here, Typing Jungle is what we're going to work with, right? So there's lots of ads and stuff. Don't get distracted by the ads. You're looking for typing jungle, excuse me. And if you've worked on it, you'll see some score and stars and that kind of thing. If you haven't, just that start button. Once you click the start button, sometimes kids have troubles with ads and that kind of thing at this level. But if you don't, if you get in, you can see right here, it tells you where you left off, right? So right here, I'm on lesson 19. If you're on lesson 1, just click on lesson 1 and get started. Wherever you are, you're going to start where you were and you're going to do some more typing. So I'm going to click on 19. That's going to bring up this lesson 19. You can see what I'm using the G key, right? So I'm going to type G with my using my left index finger. So there you go. That's helps if you get the right letter. There you go. There's the G. And I'm typing H. And then look at that. I'm going to move on. So we're going to practice G and H. I click continue. This is going to be some practice, right? So G, 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 H, H, H. H, G, 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 H, H. Okay, so that was pretty quick, not incredibly difficult, but it says good job. So I'm going to click the next arrow and we're going to move on, right? So this is how it works. And again, don't get distracted by the ads. You can see sometimes they actually do cause some problems. If you're running into problems, I'd tell you do just exactly what I just did. Hit that refresh button to work over, and you can see now that my screen came back up and those ads are a little bit less distracting, right? So here I am. I'm going to type GF, GGF, spacebar in between, all that good stuff. Again, your job is to get as far through this as possible. I would tell you in any one class, if you've got a 40-minute class, uh, a safe bet, a reasonable bet is for you to be able to work through at least 10 levels of Typing Club. So if it's the first time you're working, you start and you're going through one, I would say you should probably get through at least level 10, right? If you're starting at level 19 like I am, then you should probably go from 19 to 29, okay? And again, it depends on where you are and how difficult it becomes. Maybe you get fewer than 10 lessons done. I'm telling you that the more you're working diligently to work through this, the better you're going to be with your keyboarding, and the more that's going to pay off long term. When you're done, you do need to submit a screenshot with your exit ticket, and the screenshot for Typing Club would be on the next layer, right at the layer out. So I don't want a screenshot here that's showing me what you're doing. What I want you to do is come over here in the upper left corner. In the upper left corner, when you get to those three bars, they turn into an arrow. You click on that. It'll bring you back to the page that we started on that showed you what lesson you're on. And what I would tell you is this is where I want your screenshot. That shows me what you've got completed, and it shows me what lesson you're on currently as you move forward. I'll be able to track your progress that way. When you take your screenshot, submit that to your exit ticket, and then we're ready to see some more typing later on. So again, do some typing today. Make sure you submit your exit ticket screenshot to the exit ticket, and then we're ready to call it a day. Get some typing done.